That highway over there, US Highway 50, America's loneliest highway. That truck there, I may never ever travel this road again. At least this section of it. Going west, Ely, Nevada, 153 miles. I have never been in a part of the country with, there's nothing. I'll take that back. The one exception is there's a casino, a small casino right on the border of Nevada and Utah. Oh, we are in Delta, Utah, by the way. There's a small casino, an RV park right on the border. I mean right on the border. I think there's a excuse me. Excuse me. Matter of fact, I think there's a line painted down the middle of the restaurant. You can sit on one side and you're in Nevada. You can sit on the other side of the restaurant and you're in Utah. I don't know why anybody would stay at that RV park other than just needing a break from the road and enjoying what the casino has to offer. Because if you stop there and you look around, there's nothing. Nothing. You might see some mountains way off in the distance one way to your east and some mountains way off in the distance to your west. But now here in Delta, there's water, enough water to where we're in some farming. We're in an area where it can be farmed, and it'll support tree life and other vegetation. But if you get about 5 miles or so to the west, it's the country is so arid. I've never seen such a, I don't know. That's how do I put this? I don't know that I would ever travel that. I probably will never ever travel that section again, ever. Maybe it's just me, maybe it's the weather. They call it America's Loneliest Highway. Well, that stretch there, there's nothing. There's not a structure or even signs of a structure. There's no landmarks or streams or rivers, or there's nothing to get your attention, keep you entertained, like, oh, look at that view. Or it's a place where the road just disappears. It's just straight as far as the eye can see and just disappears into the distance. And just when you think you've traveled a little while and you get up there and maybe there's just a little crest in the hill, not really a hill, but just where you think you just might get a fresh view, maybe there'll be something. The view just opens up to another. All of a sudden the road just disappears again, way off in the horizon somewhere. There's nothing anywhere. You feel like you're on another planet. And then you drive some more, and you drive and you drive and you drive, and you get somewhere else where you think, okay, maybe I'll be looking down onto a small town or some remains of something, anything. And you get over and the new view comes into view, and there's more. A whole nother area of, it's like, when does it end? When will I see civilization again? That was the longest. It seemed like I'm getting tired of these areas that say next gasoline 100 miles. When we left Ely, Nevada, if I would have went to the road to the north towards Twin Falls, Idaho, next gasoline 124 miles. coming this way, coming to the east towards Delta, Utah. There's a sign, next gas, some 100 plus miles. I'm getting tired of this part of the country. Might be different if I was traveling with somebody, had some company. If you're single and you know, hey, is there something on my lens? If you're single and you're one of those people that say, I don't need anybody in my life, I'm okay just being alone, traveling this part of the country will test you on that. Traveling to Ely, I didn't recognize it at first, but I think when I left Oregon and into Nevada was the first big stretch, a whole lot of nothing, but nothing like this. There was still an occasional town or a ranch, or you knew there was civilization around. But and we come down through Eureka, got groceries, but there was some big stretches, but it wasn't real bad. And I didn't recognize it at the time, but when we did get into Ely, I did get swamped with some work, so that was okay. And I decided, we went into Ely, and we actually took vacation for about 2 weeks. Yeah, I call it vacation. I had to work, but we just went into town and got in an RV park. We stayed 2 full weeks in an RV park. I've never ever done that before. We stayed 2 full weeks at a full hookup campground. And I kind of got caught up with work. And I thought, we need to get going. This isn't budget friendly. We need to get on with our next leg of our journey. And I was caught up enough with work. And we started here. I thought, well, let's head into the first town in Utah. And we came across here. I was actually ready to stay in Ely some more. I liked Ely. It was a nice little town. A couple grocery stores and hardware stores and gas stations, casinos, hotels. I've never seen a town with so many motels before. There's even a working brothel in town. Now I drove right by, don't worry. But it was a nice town. I could have stayed in Ely longer. I started to feel like I was becoming a resident. Maybe it was time to go. We came here. We've been at this RV park over here now for 3 days. Same thing. I got a little bit more work in, and honestly, after just being out in the middle of nowhere, I don't know. It's taking its toll on me. The stretch before Ely, and now this big, huge stretch. Bella's winding me up. We should say hi to Bella. It's just done something to me. I feel, I don't know. I feel a little wiped out. I'm not one to get on the interstates a whole lot, but I tell you what, after being out in this part of the country, Interstate 15 is only 30 miles from here. I'm ready to get to the interstate and just hug it. At least there's rest areas, and there's exits with gas stations and towns and cities, and I actually miss Walmart. I haven't been to Walmart in probably 2 months, I don't think. I'd like to go shopping at Walmart and maybe stay in their parking lot for a night. There's other stores and home improvement stores and restaurants, and I don't know. This is just kind of a lonely part of the country. It's just, I don't know. Bella. Nobody has seen you in a while. Bella. Come here. Bella, come. Bella. Anyway, Bella's fine. Come here. Oops. Hey. I don't know. So you know, for where I'm at in my life, in these vast, vast stretches of unpopulated country, just doesn't seem like a real good mix for me right now. Get out of here, little bugs and flies. I don't know. I'm tempted to go to the interstate and just hug the interstate for a while. I might just change. I've totally looked at my travel plans, and I may be making some big adjustments. I was going to go over across Interstate 70 for a bit, and then go south towards Moab and down south to Mexican Hat, and but I don't know. It's a beautiful country where a lot of that red rock and that's down towards Monument Valley and a lot of that kind of scenery, which I will get to. I just might plan on a different area, a different route than I was going to. That route down through Moab and south of, I don't know. It looks like it might be more that 100 miles, 150 miles between towns sort of thing. I don't know how much of that I'm up for. So I might adjust my route where I can still see that part of the country, but we're going to go in a way that's slightly more populated. There'll still be some big stretches, but just not as vast. Not 100 and 150 miles to the next town. You know, maybe 40 or 50. It wouldn't be as bad if I run into some towns just a little more often. I've had my share of these wide open spaces, I think, for a while. I'm feeling a little defeated, a little devastated, a little traumatized. I do. I just feel. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I'm gonna make some adjustments here. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to we're gonna walk a little bit more and I get back to the RV and make some dinner. I'm probably leaving here tomorrow, headed towards the interstate. And I think the interstate's 30 miles away, and I think the next Walmart's 50 or 60. I am going to Walmart because I want to shop. I want to do some major shopping, and I need some office supplies. Well, I don't know if Walmart has them, but there's an office supply store nearby. I need ink and paper and for the work stuff that I do, and so we are going to get back into civilization for a bit. I don't know. We're gonna go. I just thought I'd just share all that bunch of garbage with you. I didn't know I was gonna. Don't know if I'll even post this for sure, but if you watched it, I guess I decided to post it. We'll be back. We're gonna be out of this soon, and we'll be back. Yeah, and there's nothing to really see and do and share anyway, out in the middle of nowhere. Delta's a nice little town. I'm sure there's some stuff in town, but I don't know. There just wasn't too much on the way, along the way. We're gonna go. Thanks for checking in. We'll be back soon. I'll see you.